Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike front forward. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 56. Let's go.
On first down, Allen. And his first look is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check nickel. Check 13. Check 13.
And here's Allen throwing again, letting one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Round 80. I know he ain't got it. Q26. Single.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got some real estate inside the 30. Got an open man. It's Foster. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check tight.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
At the 17-yard line.
57. Here we go.
Stop.
Watch the whip.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Record. Slam.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Pull it together.
Throwing again on second down. Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here goes 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got a noon one. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's got to be a
Again, they'll throw without it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing 56. Y'all playing the wrong football. Jim.
Allen to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the slack. Check 50. Middle.
Allen. His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You go tight. You got tight. All 52.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Again, that's Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Watch the curl.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Steven Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Mike, 49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Kill.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen to throw again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, pump.
Half 85. Half 85.
Fresno.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch 49. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Go, 80.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me.
Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now going to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Hopkins on the out route. 21 yards there on third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check.
Middle.
To the air, Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Henry Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
But it's fourth down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To throw is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. Undercrush.
Go, lady.
Again, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
We're going to start.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check. Check out route. Hot.
Darnold on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Allen gonna throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check. Deuce.
Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
26 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run on first down. Singletary. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's second and inches at the Jets' 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check. Sponge. No. Check.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Anunwa's got it, complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Allen going to come to the line here, first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
57.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check 52. Gun.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen got a man. It's Brown. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Allen to throw on third down. And he's got a moonwalk. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go, Buck.
A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Slam. Tighten up.
Half.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen, and he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go, lady. 6-6. Pull it high.
boy. 58. 58, Mike. I got it.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Mark 49. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mark 49.
Darnold from the red zone now. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And Anderson's got it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Got an open man, it's Foster. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
7 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. White now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
operating from the red zone now. Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Allen's pass, incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. And he's gonna go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.